They say an eco-friendly house can't be built in 150 days for $150,000, and I say it can. I'm Alan Smith. Join me as I push the limits with time, budget, and creativity with the Garden Home Challenge, exclusively on ehowhome. You know, I went through the house the other day with my little pad and did a preliminary punch list just to kind of start making some notes about what I'm seeing that's not done. There seems like a lot of loose ends around. I went through the entry hall, started in the entry hall, and looked at the block wainscot that we did, and you know, on the underside, a lot of those blocks aren't painted. When I was walking around, there's some places here, Paige, this looks like it's just a primer, because if you look under here, there's still some raw wood exposed.
Right.
And I didn't know if they were actually going to come back and hit this with a little sandpaper.
Well, Alan, whoever gets down here and looks like this.
Oh, you just don't know.
What do you mean?
Inspection.
Okay. They'll come back, and let's just call that all touch up at the end as we walk out of the house.
There's still some caulking that needs to be done. In the main room, I'm not sure about the paint. There's some areas that look like, can't tell if it's shadow or if they need to come in and put another coat because you're seeing some of the burlap through it.
We've got, you know, we have to redo the deck floor. We have the railing to do one more time. You know, we've got to come out of the house and do the floor when we're finished, but we want to wait till we have all our appliances.
Well, come up here.
All the plumbers have been here.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to ruin your floor.
No, I don't want the floor ruined either.
And we only want to paint it one time.
The painters coming and going, you don't often run into them, and so I don't really know if their sense of what's complete is lining up with what I think is complete. Paige doesn't seem to be too worried about it, but you know, I'm paying for it.
That's only been
I wanted to point this out, and then along here, I can't tell they're finished here because this looks like they came back and did a little treatment to the wood, but it still hadn't been painted over, so I don't know if it's an oversight or what. See, like right here?
I would just, that.
I mean, is this more than touch up? This hall?
It's touch up. Yeah.
It's a lot of touch up. I mean, I hate to bring white paint in here with the floor painted dark.
Yeah. Well, you don't think we need to redo the whole wall, do you?
Well, I mean, I don't know where they are in the process, but this clearly from here up needs to be dealt with here. There's just lots of small things that aren't dealt with, and so I just got to see what it's going to end up costing.
Well,
you're saying we need to get all this done before we need to get everything painted, at least to the point of touch up. Then do the floors and then touch it up.
Yes, and then I would, at this point, I would just make a note of everything we need to do, because I would go ahead and let these guys get everything in here with the HVAC units and everything, and then go from there. I mean, we could. That was probably sprayed, but you know, it could be rolled out right or painted right, and it would probably match.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure we take care of that.
You know, it's going to be interesting because when we turn the lights on in the house for the first time, we're going to see a lot more stuff.
Hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm constantly reminded on these projects that communication, regular communication, is absolutely essential. Because, you know, otherwise you get people pointing this direction and they didn't know, and they didn't understand. Oh, so you have that deadline. Oh, well, I thought you wanted all white. No, it's supposed to be green. You know, that kind of stuff goes on. So if you can meet with people on a regular basis and make your intentions and your expectations known, it helps. What do we have here? You got
this is our tankless water heater that we've talked about for so long.
Super.
You know, it'll be it runs off LPG fuel. It's about 92% efficient.
That'll save us some money. I know I've said this before, but we really are in the home stretch here, and I am so ready to get this construction finished. I want to start decorating this thing, and I want to hand the keys over to Chris and Joyce.